Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me at the Goochland branch of the Pamunkey Regional Library. My name is Miss Tracy, and today I have a fun project that I want to share with you. We are going to make frozen suncatchers. Some of you have probably made a suncatcher before, and it's a lot like a piece of stained glass. Typically, you color in or paint in glass or plastic and hang it in a window, and when the sun's light hits the colors, it's really beautiful. Well, we're not going to color today. We're going to make a frozen one to hang outside in a tree. I have one back here, and I'm going to show you. It's a little warm in here, so it's starting to melt already. So I'm going to show you with this towel so it doesn't drip all over me. But this is what we're going to make today. And I think it's just really beautiful. And I can already imagine how pretty that will look hanging in a tree with the sun's light shining through it. So join me at the table, and I'm going to tell you all the things that you'll need to do your very own at home and show you how to do it. Okay, so here we are with some of the things that we're going to need to make this frozen suncatcher. And I wanted you to be able to see them up close to see exactly how I put it together. So what I have is, this is a pie dish. You could use an aluminum one or something plastic or whatever you have, but you know, it's fairly shallow. I have under it a cookie sheet, and that helps me when I fill this thing with water and I'm transferring it to the freezer. It's just a little easier so that I don't accidentally spill water all over the place. And then when we get ready to unmold it, I'll just pour some warm water in the cookie tray around it and let it sit for a minute or so. And that's a pretty easy way to unmold it. So I have water and some pretty things that I thought would look nice in this one. So I just start by putting a little bit of water in the pie tin. You don't want to fill it because we are going to be adding objects in here, and if you put too much water right away, it'll just overflow. So then I'm going to take just an ordinary plastic cup, and I'm going to put this in here, and what that's going to do is help me create that hole that I can then hang it from. But if you see, if I put this cup in here, it just kind of floats around, and we don't want it to do that. So you're going to need something to anchor it. And you can use anything. You could put some cornmeal or flour, but I just grabbed an apple and plopped that in there. And that holds it nice and firmly to the bottom of the pie plate. You want to make sure that it's not too close to the edge, because then it's going to melt through really quickly and fall to the ground. So just bring it in a little bit. And then the fun part, you get to just pick some things that you want to put in here. Today, I'm just going to put, this is just some evergreen shrubbery. So I'm going to put that in there. And that'll hold its color nicely. I have a few little holly berries, which is really pretty. This is just a magnolia pod. You could use a pine cone too, and that would be really nice. You see it sticks out a little bit, but that's okay. Let's put another one of these. And this is some magnolia. That might be pretty. It might be a little too big, but it's an option. And I think I can add a little bit more water in here too to bring the level up. So that fills up the pie dish pretty well. So there's all kinds of things that you could choose to put in here. Cranberries or orange slices would be really pretty. You could even put some birdseed, because when this melts, obviously all of these things are going to fall to the ground, and it could be really nice to put out some birdseed for the birds. I wouldn't recommend putting anything plastic or anything that's not going to be able to break down naturally. because it would just sit there on the ground. And, you know, we don't want to do that. We don't want to litter and have plastic things laying all around. But anyway, you can choose anything that you want or think would be pretty. Even maybe some oat cereals would be nice. But basically, just do that until you really like the way it looks. And then you're going to carefully transfer it to your freezer. And I recommend freezing it overnight and just getting it good and solid. And when it's completely frozen, you can pull it out, then add your warm water, and then I just have this pretty ribbon to hang it by, but you could use rope or whatever that you have. So the sky's the limit. Use your imagination, have some fun. Okay, I wanted to show you a really close-up overhead shot of this. What I've done to slightly unmold this thing so I can get it out of the pie tin is I just poured a little bit of warm water in this cookie sheet. And so I'm gonna attempt to take the cup out and the whole thing out, and hopefully it hasn't melted too much. And then I'll show you. We're gonna put a ribbon around it and it will be ready to hang outside. So we'll just try to, yep, that's loosened up. And so you can see it has made this nice little hanger. Oh, yeah. So that's really pretty. So I am going to put a ribbon through this hole, and then we can hang it from an outside tree and enjoy it. I hope you'll try this at home. It's super easy, and hopefully it will be fun for you to watch.